Hi. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
um, first let me say you have tuned into Ambitiously the podcast. I just thought I'd get that off my chest right off the bat. Let me see. Well, we dealing with it right now, so we'll be all right. But today, let me clear my throat. So maybe that's the problem. Today is Media Monday. Today is the day that we get on the GAB beat. You feel me? We make it happen. Now, as we all know, yes, today is Media Monday. Yeah. As we all know, right now we are going through a thing. We'll talk about that. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Right now we are going through a thing, and somebody said to me, let me see, maybe if I scoot a little closer. Somebody said to me that basically only a girl could cover this story. And I was like, really? No, I don't think so. I think that if you're on a journalistic track, you cover this story. I also had to add to the equation what I had to add to this conversation was that not only do I have to cover this story. I'm too invested. I've read just about almost every, I didn't read all of them, but I've read just about every civil suit that has been taken upon this man. And so I, myself, am invested in this story. So I gotta keep going. It's a lot of depraved, foul, sinister, heinous, disgusting, stupid, idiotic, oh gosh, diabolical things that are being said within this case. But I have to cover the story. Now I did say that I would throw a few other things in there, so we just won't be talking about that because we got somebody that we got to talk about. Doc loves to call him a certain kind of name. I'm not going to call him that name. I never call him that name, but Doc likes to. But before I get started, some things I have to say, some things that I have to say, which is join the conversation. You can do that by dropping a comment. You can call in, or you can send a text. The number is 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. That is the number. If you send a text or you drop a comment, I will read it out loud. If you call in, know that you will be live on air. I think we got that covered. If you would like to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up at ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. It's on the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, and every subscription that we can get. They are greatly appreciated. Don't ever get it twisted, man. Don't ever get it twisted. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Join the coffee community while you're there. I'll tell you why I want you to do that in a few minutes. But for right now, just go over there, join, and we'll get to it. Let me put this back on the screen, though. Okay. I've been trying to figure out all day where I wanted to start with today's commentary. Um, because there's so much, I'm just gonna throw the lighter hearted stories and, well, I don't know if that's a lighter hearted story. Okay. I'm gonna do it in the order which I think makes much sense. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know that there's any. I don't know. We'll talk about it. So, I don't know if you heard, but on these GAB Beach streets, it is being said that, well, one, Chris Brown got arrested. That's just one. In London. That's a whole thing. Now he about to get banned out of London again. If he make it home. But anyway, so what they're saying is, we're gonna get into the story. It says it's possible Chris Brown did not act alone in alleged 2023 bottle smashing incident at the London nightclub, because a second man has been charged in the connection to the alleged assault. So this incident happened in 2023, but they're now bringing up the charges so that you're caught up. Okay. So, rapper Hoodie Baby, real name Omolulu, Akinlolu. I probably said it wrong, but I tried. Please forgive me in advance. Is charged with grievous bodily harm with the intent, and is due to appear in Manchester Magistrates Court on Saturday. London's Metropolitan Police confirmed in the statement. So, as reported, Chris Brown appeared in the same court on Friday after being charged with one count of grievous bodily harm. A judge ruled that Chris would remain in police custody until his next court appearance, which will be at London's Southwark Crown Court on June the 13th. Child. Brown, hold on. Jeez Louise. Brown's entertainment is rough timing for him. He is scheduled to kick off his Breezy Bowl XX tour on June the 8th in the Netherlands. Child. No word yet on the status of his tour, but things aren't looking good. As you know, the under influence singer is accused of smashing a music producer, A. Dow, over the head with a bottle of Don Julio 1942 tequila at the Tap Club in London in 2023, leading to his arrest. Dow sued Brown over the alleged assault, accusing him of beating him unconscious and causing serious injuries that left him hospitalized. His attorneys confirmed that they still are pursuing all legal remedies to hold him accountable. Listen, there's a couple of things I could say in this. Hold on, let me get to what Doc has said, because I know Doc said something crazy. I was waiting. So I'm not going to read the name that he called him, but we just going to say CB. CB across the pond getting in trouble. Yes, he is. Out of control. CB across the pond getting in trouble. Yeah, he is. He's definitely across the board. But the incident took place in 2023, but they're just now bringing up charges, and it doesn't hurt that he was already over there. So it was easier for them to get him. CB, I'm not gonna say Sniff Breezy. That's crazy. Across the pond getting in trouble. I knew he was gonna go for days. I was scared to look up. At the screen because I knew he was gonna go on. Yes, he's over there getting in trouble. But here's the thing I want to say, and it's gonna sound probably a little what's the word? It's gonna, y'all know, I don't have no filter. It's been said that he is a woman beater, right? I keep telling y'all he's a everybody beater. Anybody can get it. He does not care. So let's take that, just that the, on the women's side, domestic. Let's just put everybody gets domestically assaulted by CB. Everybody can get it. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I hear that he be hitting on women. He be hitting on anybody, men, women. He better be careful before he be sitting. Well, it look like they trying to get him now in London, but before he be sitting at where Diddy's sitting at. Because we got to get to him next. It's so much. It's so much. Let's start with the lighter part. Despite all things being, all the things that's going on right now for this family, which I can't imagine, not that I'm sympathetic to the defendant, but when children are involved, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, some of them are grown men and they gotta account for themselves, but it's still four young ladies who need to be still accounted for and nurtured and cared for. And in this situation with all that's going on, the twins actually went to prom. Diddy's twin daughters are taking a load off and from attending his criminal trial because they got swept off their feet at their high school prom, literally. The Rap Moguls twins, Jesse and Delilah, were carried in and out of the prom by their date Saturday night at Harbor House in downtown Los Angeles. And their extravagant exit is all on video. So, it's nice and it's cute. They carried them in like they was walking over a threshold or something. I don't know. That was their thing. But they had their little dates. They had on nice little red dresses. And like makeup all done, looking like him. Look like Diddy, but they look like him. I wanted to just give a lighter note to this situation, which is a very hard thing to do because it's crazy. It's a whole crazy situation. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Like at this point. We've been through these cases. We've been through these cases. And what I will say is when it comes to this testimony that is being given thus far, there's a couple of takeaways I have to this, but let's just get started with we've talked about some things we're going to talk about. Cassie's and questioning ended last week. What we got from that was a lot of nasty, dirty-ish. But one thing that we got from that particular situation is, I don't know if y'all remember, back in 2018, there was a gentleman. Well, I don't know if I can call him a gentleman, but there was a dude that went to the Trump Hotel in Florida and shot up the place. And then there was footage of him in an interrogation room because they was trying to understand why he did it. And basically, although he was speaking broken English, he was telling the story about what was really going on. Now, it was a lot of other stuff involved, like conversations about Trump and the government, and I think Obama was sprinkled in there somewhere or whatever. But what he said was this, that I was a worker for Sean Combs and Cassie. And that he had got a settlement from Sean Combs, and he also said a few choice things about DJ Khaled and Rick Ross, and Um, he had a video. He said a lot of stuff in the interrogation room, right? Everybody thought he was crazy. Everybody, right? But he was adamant. He said Diddy was belonged to the Boule, which is a portion of the Illuminati. He said a lot of things, and everybody like, oh, he crazy, and he done went and shot up that wonderful Trump Orange Face Hotel and lock him away. But what happened with this gentleman is you did not see him for a long time. This incident happened in 2018. He is yet to be convicted. He hasn't even had court yet. Nobody knew where he was really, but where he was, in my speculation, was in witness protection. Because, now, the one thing I will say about this gentleman also is that he does have mental health issues, but he's been taking his meds. So, and his story is still the same. He was a worker for Diddy and Cassie. Okay, so we got that covered. Well, while on the stand, Cassie confirmed that he was a worker for Diddy and Cassie. She confirmed it. So that part, yeah, it came out a little crazy, but he was telling the truth. She confirmed it. He confirmed it. He said it way before. Now it's 2024, but his incident happened in 2018. And he has not been to court for it yet. When they asked him why he wanted to do said behaviors in Trump's wonderful, beautiful hotel that I've never been to, I'm just thinking this is how they would advertise it. He said that they were tapping his phones. Now, he added some CIA operatives in there and all kinds of stuff, but he said they were chasing him and following him. And so he wanted to make a statement, one, because he had the American flag out there and all that good stuff. And two, they was on his tail. So she confirmed. I do believe that it is my speculation. It has not been confirmed yet that he will be called to testify. She confirmed that he was a worker. He had a video of what went down, and he had it transcribed, which is why I think. But he said that they gave him some STI. You feel me? I'm not gonna say what it was exactly, but it was a whole bunch of stuff that he said in there, and a lot. Oh, thank you, Jesus, because it's been hard to hold this shit in. But he said, and everybody was just like, he is crazy. He is crazy. This Jonathan Artie. He is a lunatic. And everybody thought he was a little crazy. But turns out he told some of the truth. He must have did a batch of bad narcotics while partying. That too. But he did receive money, a nice lump sum. He did buy a lot of properties and stuff and tried to do something good with the money, but I guess that, I don't think it's just he did a bad batch either. I think he did a bad batch and they was after him. Did he blow up cars, for goodness sakes? And if you watch that footage, it looked like he was trying to get away, but it was weird. It was weird. So Cassie confirmed that last week. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. We got some text messages from between Diddy and Cassie that have been exposed. Child. It's just so much. Diddy's federal trial kicked off, like last week or whatever. Um, it was they which okay, so they have text messages, which appeared across 162 pages of legal documents, have now been entered into public evidence, and there's a list of shocking um, for you to pursue. While many of these text messages appear in oh child, the two checking in on each other, saying they loved and missed one another, etc. Some are more sordid, with Cassie admitting there were a lot of, I could say the words now, dicks. That was one thing she said. A lot of partying, and at one particular gathering. So it was a lot of penises and uh, a lot of narcotic floating around. Diddy says he's going to eat that coochie, that vajayjay, that cooch, and also tells her he wants to talk with her about a new fantasy of his. Oh, he was on a roll. Cassie responded to some of Diddy's messages with some graphic descriptions of acts, sexual acts as well. Along those that weren't viral during proceedings, Cassie telling Diddy that she couldn't wait to feel some dick teeth, my pussy raw. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Saying she imagined a specific way of performing fellatios. Some of the messages aren't sexual in nature, instead speaking to disagreements the couple had, with Cassie accusing Diddy of treating her like a side piece, and Diddy saying to reach out. When Cassie got herself together. Oh my gosh, he was a narcissist for real. Um, so they caught up with Marco Filio and Anna Estevio. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Leaving court. This was on Friday. So they're actually, she's actually the one who can't, the female one is actually the one who questioned Cassie about the messages, having a singer read many of them out loud. Like, that's crazy. I gotta sit and read my text messages out loud. Like, that's insane. These text messages, I mean, it is court though. These texts entering the official record come after Cassie wrapped up her testimony on Friday, and is now it's being said that she's moving on from the federal case and preparing for the birth of her third child with her husband, Alex Fine. In case you missed anything from the past week, I will be doing, because I gotta kind of give like little updates, because we don't want to miss too much. We don't want to miss too much. I'm gonna try to make sure that I get some of everything in there. But so we know her testimony was most vulgar, but then we got Dawn. She came in today. I spoke about Jonathan, but let me just get to his story. So, basically he said that his life was destroyed by Diddy. The ex-wife of Diddy's worker slave, Jonathan Audi, is speaking out, saying that her former spouse still fears the disgraced music mogul even while he's locked away behind bars. Audie's ex, Tanya Trutwine, yeah, we know what she is, Trutwine, says that Jonathan is still afraid of Diddy and fears retaliation from the Bad Boy Records CEO, despite sitting in jail at Miami-Dade County Jail in Florida. But get this, Tanya says Adi does feel somewhat relaxed and protected in jail because he's far away from Diddy, who is currently on trial in NYC for racketeering, trafficking, schmex trafficking, and other federal crimes sitting in his own jail cell in Brooklyn. Tanya also says that the Diddy stuff ruined Adi's life, referring to the freak-off sessions he allegedly had with Diddy and his ex-girlfriend Cassie. Tanya said before all of that, Johnny was a go-getter who woke up at 7 a.m. to go jogging and eat healthy meals, insisting he never drank or did drugs. Did narcotics. She said, but everything that went down with Diddy destroyed him. Tanya seems to be alluding to Artie's claims that he was a schmeck slave for Diddy and Cassie. So, I know sometimes people be looking like they just crazy, but sometimes some of these people be telling us like, it's crazy, they giving you crazy, but sometimes they be telling you the truth too. For example, I'm gonna give you an example. They put this in the movie that's so crazy, they give you a parallel of what I'm talking about. If you ever seen they clone Tyrone, right? The man that they wound up needing to talk to was the drunk, crazy old man that be in front of the store, but everybody, he just a drunk, crazy old man, but he knew he had some knowledge. He led them, he directed them into the places that they needed to be. I think all those of a sexual nature, Jonathan Audi might be that crazy man. I'm just saying. Work with me here. Work with me. I'm getting into it. So yeah. Alright, so let's get into some of Don's testimony. Alright, I'm going on Don. Let's get into, because Don Richard was there, and if you are familiar with this show, then you know, hold on, let me get to the comments real quick. Then you know that we've also read her civil suit for Diddy. Alright, so Doc said, yes, very weird. I'm just saying, the things I heard, what that man want rubbed on his nipples is crazy. As it all comes to light, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, the drunk, you feel me? But they went to him and he gave them the insight of where they needed to be, where it was all really going down at. I'm just saying. I might watch that movie again. Wonder if they will look at Jaguar Wright's statements. I don't think they're going to look at hers. I don't think that she got enough. Gene Deal was in court. Was at the courtroom today, though. I don't know if nothing about him died. Like, it ain't been said that he testified, but he was there. Jaguar Wright been there. She's reporting from there. But I don't think they're gonna call her to the stand. I don't know if they want to call her to the stand, but Dawn was on the stand. She got on the stand. Her testimony started Friday and it started today. So the Danny D. Kane singer testified for the prosecution in the Diddy trial. If he didn't get his way, people could go missing. This is a statement that she told the prosecution that he would say. Prosecutors were clearly homing in on the racketeering charge against Diddy, as Richard was asked what she thought Diddy meant by that. Richard replied that people could die. Richard also called to buttress Cassie's testimony last week, so she was right after Cassie. Rashard testified how she personally observed Diddy drag, kick and punch Cassie in the mouth. The prosecutor followed up with this question: what would prompt these acts of violence over the defense's objection? So they like, objection. And so Rashard testified when she would speak up for herself. Rashard recounted an event in 2009, and I want y'all to listen closely, because just listen. Recounted an event in 2009 where she says Diddy punched Cassie in the face. Remember that in Dawn's case? In the face, giving her a swollen eye. They attended the event in Central Park at for a short time period. A time later, Cassie wore glasses, presumably to hide the injury, as did Dawn. When the prosecutor asked Dawn why she wore sunglasses, she replied in solidarity. However, she did say that there was limits to how involved they would get in Diddy and Cassie's relationship, because I asked myself, if he did that to somebody he supposedly loved, what would he do to an employee? So I approached Diddy with softness. Prosecutors also asked Dawn about the narcotics and the bang bangs. And she testified Diddy would get all his narcotics, Smeed. Hold on. Okay, I just want to make sure we ain't got nothing going on the phone. The Molly, the cocaine, the ketamine from one man. As she put it, he had it all, including Plan B and birth control. The Plan B birth control pill. She said Diddy kept it all the narcotics and the Louis Vuitton toiletry bag that went everywhere from domestic to overseas. And you think about it, them private checks don't, them private checks, them private jets do not get checked like that. They don't have to go through the whole customs stuff. It's crazy. As for weapons, she saw Diddy carry a little blower on his lower back, and she also saw his security D-Rock. Let's talk about D-Rock. I think we talked about D-Rock before, but D-Rock is all up and down this indictment. And if you don't remember who D-Rock is, D-Rock was the Biggie homeboy. That's the one that took the charge for him so that Biggie could go have a rap career. And then D-Rock came back a little bit later. And then next thing you know, D-Rock is rolling with Puffy and Big is no longer with us. Think about it. And Barnes. Roger Barnes was one of Diddy's security also with firearms. Diddy's defense attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, cross-examined Richard, and she did her best to poke holes in Richard's testimony. Diddy's defense grilled Richard about her allegation Diddy made threats, pointing out Rashard met with prosecutors several times without mentioning that. She also got Rashard to admit that she never seen Diddy wave, load, or cock a blower, and said that the singer had been inconsistent on whether she saw anyone pay Diddy's narcotic dealer. As Nicole was grilling Dawn, several jurors raised their eyebrows and listened intently. A stark change from last week, when jurors seemed to be getting bored during the long week of Cassie's testimony. That's why I said Cassie not their star. Dawn not even their star witness. They not throwing them out there. There's no way. I think I covered everything. Now I could just talk about it because I want to. It's no fucking way that they gonna throw the star witnesses up on the stand first. Like, that's not okay. That's not how they gonna do that. One, Cassie was an important witness, but she's very pregnant, so they already knew how that was gonna go. Um, but they not their star witnesses. This is what I want to keep bringing it back. They not the star witnesses. They just the beginning witnesses. Doc said the eggs. What? The eggs. I don't know, Doc. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, yeah. He get them too. Diddy Dealer was the one-stop shop, and he get eggs. He get Plan B. He get other narcotic. Whatever you need, he got it. You need it, I got it. What you need, what you need, what you need. But the eggs was the Cassie assault. No, that's one of them. No, remember it was another one she talked about where Jimmy Iovine, I believe Jimmy Iovine, Neo, and somebody else was there, and he beat Cassie up in front of them, and nobody said nothing. That's the part of her testimony too. That's she's saying that on the stand too. So it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. That was part of her testimony today. She is admitting to this, like she's saying the same thing she was saying in her case that we were in, her civil case against Debbie. But now she's saying it on the stand at his criminal trial. So yeah, that's that. And they try, of course, they try to throw, oh, it's a money grab or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I want to be compensated for, I deserve for what I deserve, what I did. You know, I want to be compensated for that. But yeah, I'm testifying because he's crazy. Basically, he's a crazy man. So I think they have another partial day of testimony with her tomorrow. And then other witnesses will be coming to the stand, including the other. Now, it was a girl that uses the pseudonym. I spoke on this before. I'll speak on it again. Oh, sorry, y'all. 6 o'clock in the morning. Remember that. She uses the pseudonym of the name Mia in this particular case. Well, she's set to testify. And the question was Mia Capricorn, the girl that she used to work for him as his assistant, but he allegedly beat her up. So she set but then now we know that Mia is not her because they got her separately, like she gonna testify. So this should get pretty hot and interesting. And for some strange reason, I feel like because arson is a part of the case, Kid Cudi will be there, or his some type of representation for him will be there. It's a lot to unpack and uncover in this case. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, we got the racketeering. I think they trying to prove their point on the racketeering. It's been up and down, but at the same time, it's kind of leaning towards yes. But we still got to deal with the arson, because that racketeering is not the only charge that he got. We still got to deal with the arson. That's a crime, amongst other things. There's still stuff to deal with. You got trafficking, you got arson. I know everybody trying to focus on the domestic violence, but that's not what we there for, so that's not it. But we got some of everything going on in this case. I said the other day, it's like a soap opera, but real life. But real life. But it's a lot going on. It's a soap opera mixed with a corn, mixed with maybe even a horror movie. I don't know. It's just so many layers to this particular situation. The man got kids. I think that the kids especially the girl. Maybe the girl. The boys might can handle it because allegedly they was involved in some of the stuff too. But I feel like the girls, none of the girls, the four girls shouldn't be in attendance. Um, I feel like his mother might know a thing or three. So, her being in, and you know, that's her baby boy, so she gonna be there. But I don't feel like the four daughters should be um, exposed to this, even though they 18, 17, 18 years old. It's just still a lot. Their minds are still developing. And, I mean, they not going to miss things because it's going to be in the news, but I don't know if they should be sitting in there seeing evidence, and it's crazy. So I don't know. This is a crazy, 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 crazy case. We will continue to cover it because, like I said, not that I gotta explain anything to anybody about what my news coverage is, but it kind of only makes sense that I cover this story because I've been invested in it for a while now. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, and I also said this too, like, the thing is, right, I probably should have not, I should have stopped at the indictment and been like, yo, I'm not going to cover this case. Because of the insane depravity within it. It's a lot to take, but I'm taking it. I'm taking it like a G for y'all, so I could come back and have conversations with y'all about it. But it's like the more we find out, we just find out more and more, and we like, what? What the hell? The hell? Listen, this is a lot to take in. And then I think it's kind of, this weekend especially is kind of rough, because not only are we covering that case, but we're also covering this Big U case. And it's like, y'all, all of y'all are out of control. Y'all out of control. And y'all need to get your lives together. Like, but I guess when you get rich, that's a true statement. When you get rich, you don't know how to act. I don't know. I don't know, but it's crazy. The other thing that I found shockingly amazing within this case, and I want to throw that in here before I get to the other things. I would like to know how, I mean, because Cassie's husband is taking this extremely well. Like, yeah. He's taking this like extremely well. He sat through parts, like the first day of her testimony, they did put him out. But the second day they didn't put him out. And I feel like on the second day it was a lot that came out. Like the fact that she had messed around on him. What the I'm like, I question that too, because was it the other way around? Because she was still intertwined with Diddy, so she was messing around with him. So maybe that's why he's able to take it so well. But to hear the things like he FaceTimed her, and while he was FaceTiming her, she was giving Diddy some voluntarily, I might add. Now, she does say that Diddy did take advantage of her womanly parts. In one situation, she wrote that in her case too. But she also said that after he did that, she wound up hooking up with him again. And somebody's like, well, how she do that? Da, 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 da. That's how they try to play it. But then there's Stockholm Syndrome. And if you know anything about Stockholm Syndrome, I could see how she could have done that. Doc said more money, more problems. Yeah, well, yeah. my bad joke is if I ask for a threesome, I'ma be big, bad, and I'ma say, wait a minute. My bad joke is if I ask for a threesome, I'm a big mad. She said no. Just saying. Oh, if she say no, you're gonna be big mad if she say no. Listen, it's different. I hate to use myself as comparison, but I guess that's all I got to work with, so I'm gonna use this. Sometimes, especially when you love somebody, and I don't know if men experience it the same way when they go through it, because men go through domestic violence too. They do. But they just handle it differently than women do. But I will say this, including the Stockholm Syndrome situation too. Everybody keeps saying why she kept going back, whatever. When you love somebody, sometimes that, like, for a while, that's what happens. You keep going back to the bullshit. Like, you can't even understand in your mind, like, why do I need to get away, but I just can't leave. You feel me? Especially if you were, in her case, she wasn't married, but he had her since she was 19. So let's start with that. In my case, I was married, so in my mind, it was like I said, for better or for worse. But never taking into account, like, but for worse can mean I not be on this planet no more, to be on this earth no more. I might never become a mother, because by that time I hadn't had children yet. So I might never be a mother, you feel me? I might not experience all the things, you feel me? And saying it's time for me to go. Sometimes it takes a long time for you to get up the courage to say I gotta go. So before anybody put their 2 cents in about why that girl didn't leave and all of that stuff, you would have to be in her shoes to understand. And especially when the person got your life in their hands. He signed her to a 10-album recording contract and had no intentions on letting her go from the label. She said she felt like the freak offs became her job. Even though she did a little movie here, a little single here, she only had one album. I'm just saying. Think about it before you know what I mean? You be too judgmental, because you're not in her shoes and you don't know what she was going through. But anyway, it is time for me to get to some love. If you are watching from Facebook Live, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, thank you. I appreciate you for stopping through, checking the show out. Please come again. You're always welcome here. You are always welcome. We welcome opinions, whether we agree or disagree. We still want to take your opinion. We welcome conversation. We welcome conversation in general. So, thank you for stopping through and checking us out. Come again. I like to call that live love, because, they be watching live or replay love, whichever one you want to coin it. But yeah, that's the love I got for y'all. Thank you for this love I'm about to give up really, really quick. Well, not really, really quick. I'm going to take my sweet time with it. This love I'm about to give up. This love is called Love Notes. Love Notes. I need like some kind of harp, so I could just like, love notes. Love notes. What are love notes? Oh my gosh. Love notes are dedicated to our listening audience. Because they're not watching, they're just listening. But we have a nice, pretty decent sized audience when it comes to the listening audience. And so I needed a way to be able to show them love. And so I've been doing love notes pretty much since I started this show. And the list is continuing to grow. So I always like to show them some love. Now, how do we come up with the name Love Notes? Well, I used to call it Love. Doc used to call it Show Notes. I was never going to call it Show Notes. Never in life. He and I used to bicker back and forth, bicker. Then we realized there's no love without compromise. So we came up with the compromise, and now we call it Love Notes. And I will never change it from that because I love how it sounds. I like to give these love notes to my listening audience. They're amazing. Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. I didn't. Although there were a lot of cities, states, countries, territories, and stuff on there. And so I had to have all the papers that I had, but they wasn't the size of a composition notebook. But we don't do that anymore. We've gone green. And now we only do the countries because that is a safer way to do this. And we got a new country added. I haven't added them to the list yet, but I'm not going to forget to say their names. So let's get to it. It's love. It's all love. Thank you for the love. I love you guys. Thank you. Shout out to my top 6: the United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, and Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Ooh, thank you for the love and dedication. Y'all so loyal to me, and I love it. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Thank you for the love. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, thank you for the love. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, Latvia. Hi, thank you for the love. You guys are extraordinary, and I'm just happy you're here. Thank you for that love. It's important. Hungary, Greece, Denmark, Jamaica, Slovakia, Ukraine, and Peru. Hi, booze. I love you too. Thank you for the love. You guys are so awesome. You have no clue. Thank you for coming and listening. Italy, Egypt, and last but not least, Finland. They are not on the list yet, but I'm going to put them on. They'll be on there by tomorrow. Man, our list is still growing. A lot of return listeners, and I appreciate that so much. There's so much more we can do and are going to do. So just bear with me. It's going to get better and better and better. I have some plans with a counterpart for something. Well, we did it before, but I think we're going to start it back up. I think it's a vibe and we can pull it off because we already pulled it off once. But, yeah, we got some things going on. And I just ask that you guys just bear with me. Because... yeah, just bear with me, okay? Go juggle, I wear many hats. I'm juggling some things, but it's all for the greater good of Ambitiously Entertainment, AU Big Prayer, and business. It's just all for the greater good of business, you know what I mean? Like, and what I got going on over here helps what I got going on over here, and vice versa. They help each other, so just bear with me. Alright, and that's that. Let's see what Doc has said. I'm going to figure out what the little Doc has said theme song is going to be eventually. I don't know. I'll be switching it up all the time. My bad, Doc. Top flight, catch the vibes. Right now, things are coming to a light. Some things will be hard to hear. They will be, babe. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it's a little rough It's a little rough. Sometimes I'll be like, wait a minute. Child, wait a minute. Doc has said, whew, child, Doc has said, child. I'm scared to read this one. Worldwide, even across the world. I'm not saying this. Will throw things better, Doc. I'm just saying that just goes to show he don't just target the ladies. He kind of targets everybody. And yes, even across the pond. I'm not calling him that. I'm not gonna say that, but CB, I'll say worldwide, even across the world, CB throws things better, Doc. I had to reword that. You know I can't say it like that. I can't, Doc. I can't. I will not say that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Doc has said, hit that like button and tune in. Live show, radio show, and get the app. And stop trying to make me call him other than CB. I'm not doing it, Doc. I'm not doing it. I won't. Okay. Alright, alright, y'all. I gotta say some things. Doc always try to get me. He be trying to trap me out. Join the conversation. You can call in, text, or drop a comment. The number is 443-551-5963, 443-551-5963. Hit us up if you want to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up on ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Like, share. Oh, let me put that back. Wait. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription. And don't get it twisted ever. Always greatly appreciate it. Like, thank you so much in advance. Early thank you. Early thank you. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. Something over there for everybody. And while you over there, join the coffee community, because I want to have salacious, titillating, and taboo conversations with you guys. And I want to be able to cuss when I hate censorship. I want to be able to say fucking shit whenever the fuck I feel like it. And I don't want nobody to tell me I can't say it. So join the coffee community. I got some work to do tomorrow. Or join the Rumble community, because we uncensored over that bitch. Oh, sorry. We uncensored, but join it. It's good for your soul. Do that. It's like, no, it's good though. Much love to DJ KZ. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. Go. Anyway, big shout out to DJ Rukazy. He never lets us down. That's why we always like to show him mad love over here. Let us know how you feel about our mixes on a Friday. He been bringing it. It's been a little hot lately. And notice, we have permission to play. Like any music video that I've ever played, I have permission to play it, right? We have a music license for our radio station. We got things going on over here. Don't ever get it twisted. We play them songs. People get their daggone royalties. Fuck around with us. But we do not take requests. Why don't we take requests? Because I got permission to play all the music videos that I play. Written, visual, audio, electronic, however you want it, I got it. And he do his thing, and I don't need y'all getting on his nerves. Leave him alone. We don't need y'all getting on his nerves. Leave him alone. He be working hard out here, and we don't need that. So just come and check the vibe. You know what I mean? Check the vibe. And then if you enjoy it, just hang out with us for a little bit, but leave him alone. Okay, said all those things. Now it's time for me to say the things I really need to say at the end of the night. It's almost like it's partially a sermon, but it's also me unwinding and bringing it down so we can know where we at. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. It's not. Except for Media Mondays like today. Where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy and I want y'all to be nosy with me. But I'm telling y'all some business that y'all don't got to go out and find out yourselves and then be all living an unsafe life. I'm telling you, you where you at because you need to be right there, and just let me tell you. You feel me? Tap in. I try not to tell people's business, but it happens. And if it does happen, it's not intentional. I don't do it on purpose. It just slips out sometimes. Wiretap, I'm definitely telling your business on purpose. You should not be a foul, depraved, sinister, diabolical, nasty, filthy, disgusting, idiotic, stupid, dumbass, I don't know, insidious individual. That's Doc's word, by the way. You shouldn't be any of that. And then I won't pull the case, and then Doc and I, that's my partner in good, would not be reading it. So stop doing shit and we won't have nothing to talk about. Yeah, you don't have to be high profile if I could pull the case. I mean, you have to be high profile, but you don't have to be a celebrity. If I could pull your case and it comes across my attention and I need it, I'm going to read it. I am. Sorry. I'm just definitely going to read it. Wet Wire, mostly Doc and I's business. Cattails coming. Ooh. I'm not going to tell you. Anyway, coming soon. What I'll say about that is, I don't say anybody's name. So if you speak up in the comments, they're going to know it's you. And as Doc would say, hit dog or holler. So just don't say anything. Want nobody to know it's you. But other than that, mind your business. Safe way to live your life. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Encourage your babies. Uplift your babies. Tell your babies that they are, thank you, Doc, they are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. It is your job as a parent to do that. Even if they become stinky teenagers that don't want to hear nothing, you still do it anyway. You gotta keep them kids great. But do that. Is what you're here to do. If they want to work for NASA, tell them the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over at NASA. I don't know. I don't know what else they do over there. What I do know is you need to get yourself a telescope, a good one, not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows with, you little perv. A good one. Might come with some beams and some scopes and stuff. You never know. I don't know. Maybe an app like mine does. You want a good one, go to National Geographic. They got good ones. And then put it together, because it does require a little tiny bit of assembly. Put it together. Go outside with your babies. Discover some shit. Maybe an asteroid, a comet, a meteor, although I don't know if I want to see a meteor too much. A planet that they say is not a planet anymore, but in my opinion, it's still a planet, because when I was in school, I had to build a solar system, and that was a planet. That was part of it. Now you want to tell me this shit is star? It's still a fucking planet in my opinion, but whatever. A UFO. Although, if the UFO does come to you and they snatch you up and they probe you, do not refer me to them. Come home, give it a few days, tell me about it, I believe you, but don't refer me. That's one job I do not want, okay? Thank you. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, engineer, because I know they got those over there too. I don't know. They got a need for speed. And at one point in time, baby, they used to love that muscle car, and I still and forever will love a muscle car. You know what I'm saying? Put the pedal to the metal. That's the kind of cars they was talking about. They ain't talking about the shit y'all drive right now. Nope. But yeah, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that they want to do, encourage them, and make sure that they know that you know that they great, that you know that they are the greatest of all times. The goal. Um, mm, mm, mm. Fair warning: stay in your lane. I'm saying this as nicely as I can say it. Stay in your lane. I be trying to tell y'all this kind of stuff so we can stay friends. But for some strange reason, some of y'all be tripping and don't be listening. Stay in your lane. Don't get in mine. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay in yours. Safe way to live your life. Very safe way to live your life. Cause I tell y'all all the time, don't break the glass, don't push the button. I look nice, but you push me to my breaking point, and you'll see what happens. Stay in your lane. You jump in my lane, you're gonna get something you do not want. You're gonna get hurt, and you ain't gonna like it. Yep, you're gonna get her. It's not nice. She's not nice at all. You do not want her. You want the 2-for-1 special. Ooh. Hey, you big fucking purr. You on time tonight, Doc? Hey, you big fucking purr, bitches. You want the 2-for-1 special. You gonna get her because she's too kind and cuddly and all that good stuff. You want her. And again, hey, you big purr. You get her, because if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy girl. Yes! But when Cat is not purring, you get that first bitch, and she is not nice. Leave her where she is at. Do not bother her. Leave her the fuck alone. Okay? And what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision, and who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we, so just stay in your lane and everything's copacetic and cool. Lay back even. You feel me? Just stay in your lane. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight, honey child. It's not. Not at all. Some battles you gotta be like, you got that. You got that. Because guess what, bitch? I'm going to win the war. Hey, you big perk, bitch. I'm going to win the war. I'm not worried about that little bullshit ass battle. You little bullshit ass beef. Keep that shit. Keep that shit. Do not use Petty Boots, aka Baby Caligula, aka Little Boots, aka Drake, as your example of what you should be doing. He's fighting battles that he cannot win. And it shows. And it shows. I keep telling you, drop the case. You're not listening to me, so we are where we are. Okay? Plus he lied. You don't want to listen to a lie. He lied. He said he studied hip-hop. But if he studied hip-hop, then he would know that Mobb Deep said a long time ago that there is a war going on outside that no man is safe from. And they said, Petty Boots, you can run, but you can't hide forever. In these streets that we done took, they said, Baby Caligula, you walking with your head down, scared to look. They said, little boots, that you are shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Drake, that's what he said. But that's what they said. But you ain't listen. And they said this way before you even thought that you was even thinking about rapping. They said it. Obviously, they knew that picking the battle was some bullshit and they needed to worry about the war. I'm worried about the war too. Fuck the battle. You can have the battle. I'm gonna win the war though, bitch. But you didn't listen. You're still not listening, so I can't listen to a liar. I can't. I just can't. Be you. Be authentically you. Be amazingly you. Obviously, what Kendrick said, you weren't doing Petty Boots was being your authentic you. Because even if they say these things, except for this, the one thing, I'm going to get to it. If they hate the way that you walk, there's nothing you can do about that. Fuck them. Now, the talk thing you can do, and you can handle that. You could just stop making up fake ass accents. And I think that's why you're not being authentically you, because you do make up accents all the time. And that's why he say he hate the way that you talk. Now the dress thing, if you're gonna dress weird, then dress weird. Fuck them. But don't be making up fake accents, and don't be suing the record company for a battle that you chose to jump into. I'm just saying. But do remember, what they eat don't make you shit. It don't. I'm not mentioning that stupid ass movie. Um. Misery does love company. But just remember this. You can't make other people happy. You can only make yourself happy. Because happiness starts within. Now, people can come in and add to your happiness, but they can't make you happy, and you can't make them happy. Now, they can bring you misery. They can make you miserable, and you can make them miserable. And listen, I don't have time to be miserable with your dumb ass. Misery loves company, and I will pass. Thank you. No, thank you. Don't bring that miserable shit over here. Don't. You come in this world by yourself, you're going to leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. Moving forward, just remember, like, no matter how much you try to fix it, or how much you, like, they'll find something else to bitch about. So if it becomes too much for you to bear, then you just gotta say fuck that shit too, and keep it moving. Dream big, dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you it's not possible, because they're lying. It is possible. And then after you realize and visualize the dream, plan it out, map it out, and then execute the plan. It's the only way it's gonna happen. And with that being said, y'all, I gotta get up out of here. We will be here tomorrow night for sure. Tomorrow night I will be here. I'm not sick. Well, it's hard to explain it, but I will be here tomorrow night. Hopefully my compadre, partner, and good Doc will be here as well. And we will be here for the tap-in. It's going down. It's going down. So make sure you tune in. You might want to catch the final exam. You might win. Who knows? Doc said that's the plan. Who knows what might happen? But make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the tap-in. And we will see you then, boo-boo. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get back up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a repeat thing. I love y'all. Bye. I love y'all. Bye. Bye-bye. My bad, y'all. I gotta say one thing. My name is Kat Lee, and I approve this message. Alright, bye, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. Good night.